I think that you should come back home.
I've been thinking about you lately, and all the places that you could take me. Why you so shy? You got me going wild, 'cause I've been saying that you got it, baby, give it to me. See my lightning, you gonna feel my thunder. Show me how you do it, come on baby, say it loud. Got you on my mind now, let me see your style. I'm on my way tonight, oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think about you, you. 'Cause I think about Don't need to behave, gonna take me away, baby. Till my time. And the thought of you drives me crazy. You don't need to worry, cause you know that you got me. Cause I think about you. Cause I think about what I think about you. Cause I think about you. Hey, cause I think about what I think about you. I feel you on the edge of my life. Driving a perfect wedge straight into my mind. Come out.
5 seconds remaining, ball on the blue side. It's not gonna happen. STMC Gold take the grand final.
Because with live sport cancelled and footy fields deserted, there's never been a better time to be a gamer.
Second attempt, but no boost to fall through. He's trying desperately to get another touch, but he just cannot get there. And with 5 seconds remaining, that could have been the last attempt. Colt's gonna get one more goal in. And STMC Gold take game number 1 with that goal right there. Granted,
Playing online games in a school uniform is now the next big thing.
He is now in a position. The C4 comes out, melts out Lightning. Can't get the follow-up frag.
This is the world of esports, aka sporting comps played via online games.
it's just like any other sport. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to week 3 of the HSL. Actually, week 2, my apologies. It's the 3rd season. 3s and 2s, they get confusing. That's why all these high schoolers are smarter than I. But yes, it is the 2nd week of the 3rd season of the XP High School Rocket League, the Queensland High School Championships. If you want to get a little bit more specific on those details, my name is Maximilian Thor von Neumann, also known as Formal Casting, and today we've got 2, possibly 3 matches. Kind of unsure how the tail end of the evening is going to go. Either way, I can guarantee you we will be getting 2 best-of-5s, starting with the Marsden Makos taking on Somerset College. However, before we get into that, I do want to throw a quick thank you to the sponsors of this event. You can see them right there behind me, starting, of course, with ZQ Racing, literally right behind me because this is the chair I'm sitting in. That internal steel frame, the adjustable armrest, the full 180 recline, and the neck and lumbar pillows are all great features of the Gamer series. Now, I have been saying for a while I have ordered one of these. I've been waiting for it to show up. It turns out I actually ordered it and then didn't pay for it, so it's still on its way. But eventually I'll be getting one for myself, and I still cannot wait. This time I'm pretty sure I actually did pay for it this time. So when you do order one of these, do make sure you pay for them. They are entirely worth it. Super comfortable. Highlight of the week when I get to come and sit in one of these bad boys. Furthermore, a big thank you as well to the Computer Alliance for supplying all of the tech that we use behind the scenes. A big component and proponent for sort of propping up high school esports. Without them, I don't really know what sort of technology we'd be using with, but all the stuff is really, really good. So thank you as well to the Computer Alliance. Now, all of that has been settled. It's time to take a better, more detailed look, I feel, of our competition this 3rd split. Now, week 1, we had an idea who was playing. Well, week 2, well, we can have a full look, as you can see right here. Marston Makos, St. Thomas More College, Chisholm Maroon and Green, Maryborough Marauders, Forest Lake, Somerset Spartans, and the Lakers Legends. All of these high schools are competing. It's a smaller bracket, only 8 teams. That's okay. Means fiercer competition. Also means a cut to a top 4 as opposed to a top 8, which is a little bit different. I still feel we have our favorites and those who might sort of fall behind. Lakes College in particular, the Lakers Legends, they came up big last week, as you can see right here in these standings. STMC currently sitting atop 1-0 with Lakers Legends and Chisholm Green. The defending champion Marston Makers, as well as the Marauders and the Somerset Spartans, all kind of had that rough start, so they all find themselves 0-1. And Chisholm Maroon and Forest Lake, well, they haven't had a chance to play any games yet. It's kind of why we have 3 games happening today, because we're sort of playing a little bit of catch-up, and hopefully those servers do not go down again. Now, Marston Makos versus Somerset College is going to be our first game. These are 2 teams kind of had a rough start, 0-1, looking to bounce back and maybe move themselves to 1-0. And then following that, we will be having Chisholm Green taking on the Lakers Legends. This Lakers team, they looked good. They beat the defending champs. Granted, the defending champs did have a new lineup. However, Lakes obviously have to come up big if you want to beat that same school. We'll be curious to see if they can keep that going. Going to be a fun day. Either way, it's going to be a fun day. Marston Makos, again, taking on Somerset Spartans. That's going to be our first match. Marston, they were the defending champs. They won it all during Season 2, but Season 3 went off to sort of that wrong foot. A little bit of a tumble out of the gates. They're going to be looking to pick themselves back up against a Somerset team that also did struggle. Now, these games are best of 5, so 3 wins to take it. I don't think we'll be seeing a 3-0. I kind of feel like it's going to be a 3-1 to that Marston side. I know the lineup is a bit newer. Not that same experienced lineup that we saw during last season. However, you still have Brenny the Beast. He can step up, as it looks like Marston is ready to go. Just need to see if Somerset will be willing to jump in with them, and we can kick this one off. Interesting names from the Somerset College side is player 4, 5, and 6. Make of that what you will for those at home. We are still kicking this one off as we get ready for our opening game. Initial kickoff finds itself kind of winding up in no man's land. It's going to be Dead putting that first touch, trying to find that pass to Brenny the Beast off the backboards, but not going to find too much there. Player 4 now, sort of slow pushing it, doesn't get too much attacking pressure. Ball winding up in no man's land. Someone's got to make a move for it. Dead has plenty of time to play it off of that corner, looking for the double touch. Instead, just sets up Brenny the Beast, and it only takes 24 seconds for that opening goal to go in favor of the Marston Makos. Bit sloppy on the defense right there. A couple players had a chance to find that clear through the corner, yet no one able to truly connect on it. As we do look to continue right now. It's a quick opening goal. Player 4, though, off that kickoff, does get it to the backboard. Player 6 wants to make that read, but didn't like that initial look. Commits to the corner when if he had just stayed waiting in the center of the pitch, he probably could have collected that pass. Dead now. Plenty of space to work with. Just needs to tap it forward, yet is unable to push it into that goal. Triple commit on defense. No one makes contact with the ball, and Somerset again looking a little bit sloppy. Brenny goes for a very low to the ground double touch, able to connect on it. However, I think a worrying trend is those unforced errors coming from the Somerset College side. They've had a lot of swings and a lot of misses, particularly on defense and particularly during double and triple commits. If this trend continues, Marston, all they need to do is play a little bit more fundamentally, a little less showy, and they're probably going to start running up the score. However, Somerset is currently on the attack, and they're willing to try and bump the defenders off the ball to try and mitigate the effectiveness of a counterattack going the other way. Brenny the Beast does steal it away, gets that second touch towards the net. Towards the backboard we go. We could see that shot. No! Wrong player takes the shot. Player 4 in reverse own goals it. I mean, that was a very impressive own goal, but definitely not what you want to see if you're a fan of this Somerset side. I am not entirely sure how that happens either way. It's going to be a 2-0 lead right now for the Marston Makos, and I kind of feel this is going to be the beginning of a rather one-sided affair. Marston just looks like they are here to play, looking for a bit of revenge after dropping, already going for another redirect off the backboard. Unable to make contact with the ball. A bit of a dribble by Dead. Just needs to make another touch. The net is open. The defense is not there. Dead just needs to drive it straight through. 3-0 lead right now as I think we need to get comfy, everyone. This could be a longer game. The defense unable to make the reads that they have to in order to stop this Marston attack. Kicking off for our fourth point. Dead actually gets a nice kickoff all the way to the other corner. No one really up there to touch it just yet. Player 6 tries to make that read on defense. Player 5 can't get the play on the wall. Brenny trying to set up Dead. That's another big shot. Unfortunately, a little bit more to the right. And player 6, that's the first big defensive stop we've really seen from Somerset. Unfortunately, they cannot turn that into a counterattack. Ball still in the box. Dangerous position. Brenny goes for the spike, was unable to make contact. And now we're seeing two members from the Marsden side pushing up the pitch together. They don't find too much. Dead will take it across the skies as well. Great control of the car. Gets the double touch. Unable to push it in, but that's okay. Ranger is there, and we now have a 4-0 lead, not even halfway through game number 1. This could be one of those games where we get into those double digits at this rate. As we can see, Ranger just puts it right in the center of the goal. 2:43 to go. A lot of time left in this game. Maybe Somerset can start to turn it around, but we're going to need to see more consistent touches and less misses like that. Brenny, all he has to do is sort of lightly redirect it towards the goal for it to be considered a shot. It was a bit too weak, though, and player 5 was able to make the save. Player 5 now on that push down. So is player 4. I believe, sorry, that was player 6. Both of them actually wound up whiffing the ball. Caught comes from player 4, but it's going to be stopped by Dead on this instance. Ball going to bounce around in the middle of the pitch right now. As we do see Ranger going up for the ball, tries to push it towards the net. It's looking good. Should be seeing a shot. Player 5. No, that's the wrong go. Ranger with the chance as well, but it's not going to be able to connect with it. Brenny the Beast puts some attacking pressure on. Defense still holding on. Ball sort of floating in the air. Ranger from underneath might not be needed as Dead finds the spike he was looking for, and he's going to turn that into a goal. A 5-0 lead right now for the Marsden Mako side. Should be worth noting, if you start to see the camera start to change around a little bit, I am experimenting with different camera angles, so that's all what's happening. We're going to be having a little bit of fun with this one. Kickoff looks initially good for the Somerset side. Brenny the Beast goes for the touch. Oh, Dead actually bangs Ranger off the ball. Scariest situation. Dead now finds himself underneath. Player 5 gets a nice touch. Ball kind of sails in no man's land. Ranger going to go for that backward step up from underneath. Shot taken by Brenny, but unable to connect with it. Ranger still going to be able to shut down that mid-pitch mark. Looks for that next touch. Gets bumped around. Ball in front of the goal. Brenny the Beast is there, but not going to be able to make contact with it. Double commit on defense, trying to find that clear. Player 5 can't even go up on the wall to stop it, as we just see the ball kind of rolling around in no man's land. Dead eventually able to pick it up, as we see he take it to the goal. Shot taken. Nice little flick. Going to make it a 6-0 lead right now in favor of the Marsden Makos, and they're just going to continue to roll that ball in and again and again. 6-0 lead right now for the Marsden Makos. Still a minute 20 to go. It's kind of going to be that race for double digits, I feel. That's going to be that reoccurring trend. Let's see what happens off this kickoff. It's a good touch by Dead. Trying to set up Brenny the Beast. Ball's going to fall in front of that box from underneath. Yeah, Ranga's there. 7-0 lead. 3 goals away from that double-digit opening scoreline. It's a great little pass from Brenny over to Ranga, who absolutely drills that thing straight through front and center. What we are looking for as we get ready to go yet again. Opening kickoff, Ranga races to it, actually gets a good first touch, but player is going to be able to clear it away. Dead now with a chance, puts it up. Going to go for a reset, got it, but didn't really get an accurate flick. The defense able to make the save on this instance. Brenny will play that ball through the corner. Player 5 goes up, tries to clear it across the middle. Once again, Dead is there, pushes it a little bit too high. And now we see defense taking some swings, but Brenny's still going to be the one in control. Gets that late touch. It's going to go in the net, and now we're at 8-0. 2 goals away from the double-digit score line. Marsden Makos now starting to look like that team that were the winners in season number 2. Starting to come together right here. Brenny in particular looking very, very strong in this affair. 51 seconds. Let's see if Marsden can pick up those 2 goals. Ball kept in the skies. It's off that backward from underneath. A touch is made by player 6 as he looks to play the corner. Dead gets the touch. Looking for that second one out of the corner as well. It's a good setup for Brenny, who tried to go for a little bit of a flip right there, but is unable to push it through. Player 5 now tries to play that corner itself. Winds up losing possession. Ranger going to set it up through the corner. Player 6 gets the touch. Dead with a chance. Dead with a shot. It's off of that corner. Follow through from Brenny. Just puts it up, but not on target. As we can see, chaotic defense, though. No one on the Somerset side is really able to get a good touch. Ball eventually does find its way slowly bouncing in. Brenny's going to be the one who gets the credit for it. A complete breakdown in defense, however, from the Somerset side. No one could get that good touch that they really needed to clear the ball away. So 9 seconds away from the double digits. We'll be curious to see if the Marsden Mako side can pull this one off. Brenny goes for that kickoff, gets the touch that he needs. He needs a good fall-through touch as well. Makes one defender miss, puts it up, fall-through shot there from Ranga. It's high. Brenny underneath swings and misses, and I don't think we see the double digits this time as Dead pushes it to the corner. Marsden Makos take game number 1, 9-0. Here I was thinking this could be a 3-1 affair, but if that's going to happen, Somerset, we're going to need to see a lot more out of them. 1 shot taken by the orange side compared to a combined total of 16 going to the Marsden Makos, and just a dominant performance. And it's one of those performances that I don't really see Somerset bouncing back from, at least in this series. This does seem to be a little bit of a skill cap, and for Somerset right now, they need to take this as that learning experience. Use it to practice their defensive rotations. Use it to sort of build your own sense of game and map awareness against tougher opponents. Pay attention to the angles that they're coming from, how they're attacking the ball, and learn how to practice defending against it. To their credit, I mean, there were some saves there. There was also some communicational breakdowns and some major rotational breakdowns. Hopefully, we can see those sort of clean up a bit, and maybe Somerset will hold Marsden to a few less shots as it comes down to, you know, finding counterattacks and scoring goals. That's sort of that next step, and I'm not sure they're quite there yet. First, you got to figure out how to stop those goals from coming piling through. Let's see if Somerset will be able to turn it around. Opening kickoff from player 4. It's going to push it towards that blue side of the pitch. The ball's kind of thrown high in the air. Double commit on defense, and they push it backwards. What an amazing own goal, but it's still an own goal. Not what you want to see. Brenny the Beast gets credit for that one. Look at this redirect from player 4. Absolutely perfect had he been going the other way. The positioning on point. That was nearly the goal of the night. Anyways, it's a 1-0 lead right now for the Marsden Makos as kickoff looks pretty good for player 4. Oh, if he had just been able to wrap around, we could have seen something great right there. Dead will follow it through. Player 6, though, does make that defensive touch. Ball in the middle of the pitch. Shot from Brenny will get spiked on in. And it takes 20 seconds for a 2-goal lead for the Marsden Makos. Oh, baby, Brenny looking so clean as he continues to pile on this lead. 2-0 for the Marsden Makos right now. Dead. Off that kickoff, we'll throw the ball to Brenny. Gets a touch through the corner underneath player 4. Has to be careful. He nearly owned goal that actually had he made contact. Fortunately, player 6 able to push it away. Ball, though, slowly rolling towards that net. Touched by player 6. Where's the attacker? It's going to be Dead, who pushes it right into that goal, making it look far too easy. The speed on Dead, too much for Somerset to handle. 3-0 lead right now. It's going to get worse before it gets better, I feel like. I was hoping to see Somerset start to clean up their game, but it's actually been Marsden who's cleaned up themselves. 3 goals in under a minute, 3 goals in nearly under 30 seconds. A dominant performance right now from this blue side, and Dead's not done. He will get that ball to the backboard. Follow-up shot. Who's it going to come from? Eventually, Brenny gets there, looks for that double touch. Not going to find it from underneath. Ranger again puts it on that backboard. Player 6 needs to make that read. Unable to do so. More of an assault on that backboard coming from the Marsden Makos. Ranger with a chance. Just needs to spike it down and in. A double commit on offense. This should lead to a counterattack from the defense, but unfortunately, Somerset a bit too slow. Dead now goes for a double touch himself, and that was far too clean. Dead, when given space to work with, is so good at this game. Look at this spike, a thing of beauty. That is how you double Dutch, everybody. 4-0 lead in just over a minute right now. The Marsden Makos running away with this game, with this series. Redemption for this blue side as Dead is looking to play it off of the roof. Ooh, couldn't quite get that reset he was looking for. Player 5 continues to try to clear it up the field. Player 6 will follow along as well. Ball sort of stuck in the middle right there. Finally, Ranger gets a bang. Player 5 needs to make a stop and is able to do so. Yet the follow-up shot might come from Dead. Has a boost to work with, but it's taken away by Brenny before Dead can even get off the wall. I think Dead was going to try something crazy there. A bit unfortunate. Brenny disrupted him. Still Dead. Another chance. Nice bump from Brenny as well. Ball rolls towards the goal and in. The aerial dribble. The aerial control from Dead. Just continuing to impress time again. Look at this. Nothing the defense can do to stop this player as he continues to find goal after goal. 5-0, just over a minute and a half into game number 2. Oh, baby. This is just going to be getting worse and worse and worse, I feel like, as we see Attackers bumped off the ball right now. Into the corner we go. Player 5 makes a swing, winds up missing, so player 6 will be the one who pushes it through. Back into the corner. Dead looks for that second touch, tries to play off the backboard. Shot comes from Brenny, but he's unable to connect. Again through the corner. Player 6 trying to make the read underneath. Player 4 not quite there. Brenny with the touch, but player 6 there as well. Player 5 wants to go for the challenge. Shut down by Dead. Brenny with that touch. Dead bumps Brenny off the ball. Has to try and push it through into the corner. Dead making that play. It's a second touch, trying to hold that ball up. Player 6 still in the corner. Bit of a slower play right now. Eventually we see the pass from Brenny back to Ranger, but not going to find too much with it. As the ball continues to roll in the corner. Ranger, unable to make the defender miss, yet still Dead is there for that spike down. Brenny will find the shot. No! Save made by player 5 as we pass the halfway point of this game. Attacking pressure still being put on right now. Player 6 pushing it back to both Dead and Ranger. Dead with control of the ball, but player 4 is able to find himself underneath. Another big bump as Brenny gets that ball in the corner. Player 4 winds up pinching that ball into a bit more of an awkward spot. Player 6 now with a touch and a second touch with the third touch. Gets it to the wall. Will now look to play it up off that corner. Interesting pinch as well. This ball continues to roll in the corner. Big bump by Dead. All you need is someone to take the shot, yet the defenders are there for that save. Ball still rolling around in a dangerous spot. Brenny can't wrap around it, but Dead is there. Unable to get the ball over the top of player 6. Ranger tries to come through with the shot. Unable to find it himself as well as the ball continues to find that corner. Brenny looking to pass it back. Someone's got to make a move, and it's going to be Brenny again. A small backflip. Doesn't really push anyone near that ball. From underneath, player 4 whiffs. So does player 5. Yet still, player 4 is inching it closer. Dead doing what he can to sort of disrupt this counterattack. Finally, player 6 does put a bit of a shot on. Player 5 underneath cannot find that read. Brenny the Bee still bumping everyone, teammates and opponents alike. He wants to go for that flick, but unable to find it. Player 6 does enough to make the save. A flurry of offense did put Marsden up 5-0, but since then the defense actually has started to look better. As soon as I say that, player 6 bumps his teammate off just as Brenny gets the double touch himself. 6-0 lead with 1:01 remaining. Look at this pinch of a double touch. Just somehow spikes that one through. Did hit the ground, so it's not the cleanest pinch in the world. Still one you got to be happy about. 6-0 lead. It's going to get better and better, I feel, for the Marsden Makos. Player 6 swings, misses. 7-0 as Renga taps that one in. Can't miss on defensive attempts like that, unfortunately. In the 1v1, player 6 just got straight up beat by Renga as he then gets that flick in. Kudos to Brenny for trying to steal that goal away. That's what you want to see from a teammate. Time and time again, just stealing those goals. As we wait for the next kickoff, Dead tries to find that pass to Brenny, unable to connect. Ball across the middle of the pitch. Renga with the touch. Player 6 will go up but not come down. Dead. Pinch shot, saved by player 4. Dead now in the corner. Tries to find that next flick, is unable to get it. You see 3 defenders in the box. Player 6 with that follow-up touch. Brenny now trying to make a shot. Tries to get that follow-up shot. Winds up in the corner, but Dead is there. 8-0 lead. We watch this one again. Brenny absolutely does a good job in sending up Dead, who makes that read from underneath. And now 8-0, 1 goal away from the same score as our opener, which was 9-0. I am half expecting Marsden to be able to get there eventually as the ball played through the corner. Brenny looks to set himself up, and there is your 9-0 scoreline. So 20 seconds to go, 1 goal away from that 10-0. The defense looked good for half of this game. It was sort of that middle half. First minute and a half, last minute, not so great for the Somerset defense. But from 3.5 to 1, yeah, it looked all right. Either way, final scoreline still not really what you want to see if you are on the Somerset side. Brenny goes for that second touch, is unable to find the double digits. 10 seconds remaining for Marsden to give themselves that 10-0 win. Defensive attempt, not able to connect. Dead now, a bit of a slow play. Gets it over one, gets it to the backboard. Brenny is there. Brenny's shot goes wide, and once again, we find ourselves sitting at 9-0. The double digits eluding the Marsden Makos. But what's even more important than that is they are 1 game away from getting that 3-0 sweep. Good show from Marsden. Good show. As we continue on. And apparently that does it for that one, so that will be the 3-0. And we only saw 2 games. That's A-okay, so that one finishes right there. A little bit surprised to see that one go down. Either way, it's a good victory for Marston at the end of it all. They do get themselves that 3-0 victory, and I'm guessing we might have missed game 1. Not entirely sure what happened. Either way, though, okay, so I'm being told what had happened was last week they were able to get 1 game in, and that is why they were coming into this with that 1 game advantage. So we only get 2 games. But that's A-okay. This was sort of that catch-up week. All these games did come in with either 1-0 or 1-1 advantages. Now we will be throwing to a break as we get ready for our second match. It's going to be the Lakers Legends taking on Chisholm Green. So do not go too far. More Rocket League when we return.
From under all these indecisions, oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't know if I'll ever have a useful alibi. Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I'll try. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the drinking and smoking yourself. Don't even wanna try. Make room for somebody else. Oh, I just wanna hide out from under all these indecisions. Oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't know if I'll ever have a useful alibi. Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I'll try. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the edge.
escape. We'll take you home. When you're walking on the moon, walking on the moon, chase your happy place. We'll change your groove. When you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance again, that I've never been, that I've never been, that I've never, ever, never, ever, 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 never been.
Walking on the moon.
One moment to escape. We'll take you home. When you're walking on the moon,
Walking on the moon.
chase your happy place. We'll change your groove. When you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance that I've never been.
remaining. Ball on the blue side. It's not going to happen. STMC Gold take the grand final.
Because with live sport cancelled and footy fields deserted, there's never been a better time to be a gamer.
Second attempt, but no boost to fall through. He's trying desperately to get another touch, but he just cannot get there. And with 5 seconds remaining, that could have been the last attempt. Colt's going to get one more goal in. And STMC Gold take game number 1 with that goal right there. Granted, we still...
Playing online games in a school uniform is now the next big thing.
Connie is now in a position. The C4 comes out, melts out lightning. Can't get the follow-up frag.
This is the world of esports, aka sporting comps played via online games.
It's just like any other sport.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the XP High School Queensland Championship Series League, Rocket League. It's all of the above, really, as we get ready for our second game of the afternoon. It's going to be the Lakes College taking on Chisholm Green. Now, Lakes College last week came up with a huge victory over the Marston Makos, and we just saw how strong that team is as they got themselves 2 quick 9-0 victories over Somerset to go with their win from the previous week to give them that 3-0 victory. For these two sides, however, it's still a brand new series, a brand new set of games. Chisholm Green, part of this Chisholm school that I feel like a lot of schools sometimes overlook, well, at least I sometimes overlook. They always seem to come up big, especially towards the tail end of the season. Chisholm Green, they've always been in those playoffs. They've never really got that deep run like their sister team, the Maroons, had. This could be their chance to really make that statement and perhaps prove themselves as the superior Chisholm squad. It's going to be a tight game, and we're going to be kicking off very, very shortly. Before we do, I do have access to you in that Twitch chat, so please, please, please type your support. I love sort of hearing you guys sort of root these schools on, as long as, you know, we're keeping things positive and not too negative. We'll be kicking off, though, in any moment. Again, it is a best of 5, and following this, the third round of games will be played as well, although they might be recorded at another time. So hopefully everything does work out, as it looks like we are going on to the pitch right now. For the Lakers College, you do have your likes of Rothy. You have Hyper as well. Hyper actually was quite big in their victory before, and Pithirum. He was the big name who really carried that team into that upset victory in our opening week. Meanwhile, on that Chisholm side, you do have Pandum YouTube, as well as Cruzy and Clumsy. As we do see a nice little kickoff sort of going the other way. Perithium going to go for that first shot. It's going to go in, and it only takes 19 seconds for the 1-0 lead out of the Lakers Legends. Watching this again, Perithium just able to get a nice little touch following it through, and that's the exact start they would be looking for. So it is a 1-0 lead for the time being. Looking to continue. It's a good touch to sort of start this one off. Oh, that's actually going in towards the net. A unlucky bounce for the Lakers, but Perithium's already there. Just needs one more touch off that backward, but Cruzy's able to go up and steal it away. Ball sort of bouncing around right now. Clumsy will be the one with possession, pushing it towards the net. Rothy on defense, tries to find the defensive pass. Cannot connect to a teammate. Swing and a miss through the corner. Hyper now gets that touch through the corner. Needs another one. Perithium is there. BTP Cruz gets that touch. Play off of that sidewall. Clumsy now actually turns it into a shot, but Hyper will be able to fall back for that save. Keeping the ball up is Pandum, who goes for another touch. Ooh, 50-50 sees the ball rolling around in the middle of no man's land. Rothy tries to follow it through. Clumsy playing that corner. Perithium there. Goes for a second touch, unable to find it. And, all right, attack in the box. Backflip, tries to get it back to a teammate, but Clumsy able to follow it through. Ball rolls across the middle of the pitch right now. First one to it will be Rothy. And despite a quick goal, it does look as if Chisholm's defense has sort of calmed down and need to see them turn this effort into maybe a counterattack. But too dynamic of an attack comes from that opposite side. Backward pass to Rothy makes it a 2-0 lead. Sort of see the replay right there as we do continue along with this game. Rothy looking very good on that goal. Cruzy and Perithium See what they can do. It's going to be a touch from Hyper. Back down to Cruz. He swings and misses. As we see, Perithium goes for that challenge. Now follow through from Rothy. Back down into the box, but it's going to be cleared to the other way. Hyper still keeping that attacking pressure on. No follow through as of yet. Rothy trying to do what he can, but it's going to be Cruzy who follows it through on that opposite side. Ball now in the middle of the pitch. Hyper there with that follow through, but the defense able to stop it. As we see, Perithium tries to get a touch, tries to get that second. Defense stopping him once more. Pandem tries to get it towards that backboard. Clumsy looking, but not liking his chance to strike. Rothy able to get that pinch in the corner. Cruz puts it up. Rothy puts it back down. Double commit, but no one able to really get the clear they're looking for. Cruz now actually has a chance to absolutely bang it. This could be huge for Chisholm, but they don't find the net. Perithium able to play that corner. 2.5 minutes to go in game number 1. A 2-0 cushion right now in favor of the Lakers Legends. And with the way how they're playing, it's actually a pretty lights-out attack. We haven't seen too many opportunities come from Chisholm Green, and that is exactly what the Lakers Legends want. Could lead to a shot. Not going to find too much. Perithium off of that backboard. Shot from, Rothy, but doesn't find the goal. It's off that top crossbar. Clumsy following it through from underneath. Hyper Neon plays that corner, gets a good touch. Cruz now with a chance. Just keeps trying to pushing it up the pitch. Rothy goes for a read. Air dribble. Lost actually by Cruz, who turns it into a shot. Hyper able to make the save, but this is the best look we've seen from Chisholm. Defense whiffs. No one from Chisholm, though, pushing forward to try and take advantage. Defense still bumping into each other. No one is there to find the shot, though, from the Chisholm side, and I can't help but feel like overall that was a bit of a missed opportunity. Ball, middle of the pitch. Clumsy goes for it. Hyper as well. Both of them wind up missing. Rothy gets in Perithium's way as he looks to try to play it off the wall. Ball still going to be set up for perhaps a ceiling shot. Not quite, as Rothy gets their first. Double commit on the attack. Leads to sort of an awkward shot. 1.5 minutes remaining. Time ticking away. As we do see Perithium going up. Goes for the bump. Rothy able to catch it. Throws it back towards the other side of the pitch. Rothy swings. Rothy mitches. Hyper as well. Unable to get that look he's looking for. Perithium back across the middle of the pitch right now. 50-50 won by the orange side. I believe that was Mr. YouTube who got that first touch. Now he's looking to play through the corner. Pandem needed to get that pass, but wound up missing it in that situation. Clumsy, though, still looking to set up Cruz. That shot had to go in. The net was open, but he pushed it a little too straight. 45 seconds remaining, and that could have been the last chance Chisholm needed to find that momentum to come back in this game. They're still on that attacking half, but the defense out of Lakers Legends, just too much it feels for this orange side to handle. 30 seconds to go. Clumsy has that ball roll around, still kind of bouncing about. Pandem with a chance, but it's taken away from underneath by Clumsy, who gets that next touch, pushing it towards the goal. Challenge actually won by Hyper, stopped by Cruz. This looks good. This looks very good. Perithium makes it a 3-0 lead, and this is looking better and better right now for this blue side. As we can see, Perithium get that next touch, and now it's a 3-0 lead, and this is fantastic. That will secure game 1 for the Lakers Legends, who should be able to hold on as we get ready to continue. 3 seconds remaining, and let's start looking at game number 2, because I do feel as if this game 1 was such a dominant victory for the Lakers Legends. Yes, we did see some of that Chisholm attack late, but eventually they are going to let that ball touch the ground, and it will end this affair. Chisholm just needs to show more of that attack, unfortunately, throughout the majority of that series. Otherwise, they will find themselves sort of in these deficits early once again. It did not take long for Hyper, Perithium, and Rothy to get that early tempo set, and Chisholm had to work so hard to find their own attacking opportunities. Really unfortunate that they couldn't find that goal as well. Lakers Legends just looking like that complete team at this stage, as hopefully we'll be quickly going into this second game. Just want to keep these games rolling as quickly as possible, because fast action means fast games, means go, go, go. And it looks like the players are already jumping right back onto that pitch. Can we see Chisholm Green start to turn it back around, or will Struggle Street continue for that side? Kickoff, Perithium gets that good first touch. Rothy, if he had the boost, he could have gone. Instead, Hyper's the one with it. Just needs to get that one in the net. It bounces off the crossbar. Rothy there for the follow-through. misses it as well, and now we can see Chisholm on that counterattack. It's Pandem leading the charge. Defense off of that backboard, puts it in an awkward spot. Rothy, though, still gets it to that backboard. 3 defenders in the way. Ball bouncing around. Shot coming from the Chisholm side. They push it high, and now we can see that counterattack. Rothy able to get it across the middle of the pitch, pushing it towards that goal. Ball will find itself sailing a little bit high. Rothy gets that touch. It's a pass back to Perithium. Shot taken. Shot saved for the Lakers legend side. A quick goal in retrospect. It only took 35 seconds, but we're starting to see the tempo of this game continue to increase, as we are currently looking at a real back and forth affair in that regards. 1-0 lead, though, for the Lakers legends. Ball bouncing around. Perithium trying to find that read. Cruz, ooh, gets that bump. But the ball still left up into the air. Cruz actually looking to follow through. Defense own goals it. That's not what you want to see. So many own goals today, actually. A reoccurring thread. This time, though, it comes courtesy, I believe, that was off of Hyper. It was unfortunate right there. And, well, I mean, for Chisholm, that's one way to get on the board. So we do see this one continue. Ball bouncing about. Rothy gets that touch, looking for that follow-through. Challenged in the corner. Perithium needing to find a good play himself. Ball still kind of being held up in the air. Hyper had a look, but decides to pull away from it. Big block from Clumsy. Perithium going to push it towards the middle of the pitch. Cruz from underneath swings, misses. Shot should be coming from Rothy. Ball winds up in the box and eventually does get pushed through by Hyper. Big goal for this blue side as Lakers legends retake that lead. It did not take long, but defense shows enough cracks, and eventually Hyper will be there to push it through. 2-1 lead for the blue team as we continue. Ball being kicked up and pushed around at the moment. Rothy off that backboard makes the read, but now Hyper is instead the one who finds that clear. Ball played through that corner. It's going to be touched back towards the middle of the pitch. Rothy now gets a pinch himself, played through the corner. It's rolling towards that net. Swing from Rothy, but it's a bit of a miss. Hyper goes up, but does not come down with it. Perithium going to do what he can. That's a booming, clear shot as well. He's going to go for that second touch. Defense able to hold on for now. Rothy pushing it towards the net, but that's Cruz and the defense holding on. Ball still stuck in the corner. It's a double commit on defense. In fact, even Cruz was looking to fall through. Does a smart thing, pulls back, but it's okay because Clumsy was able to make that distance and gets that bump, forcing a Rule 1 as well. This Rule 1 could be very beneficial, actually, for the Chisholm side. Rothy will be the one pushing forward. Hyper gets that pinch. No third man in the box. Why? The Rule 1 happening a bit further back as we see actually a demo start to come up. Rothy, though, with a chance. The Rule 1 was broken. Didn't see by who. Attacking pressure still being established as we approach the halfway point. Perithium goes for the spike. Unable to find it in this case. Perithium with another shot. Stopped by Cruz as we hit our final 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the game. So just about halfway through our second affair. Pass up to Perithium. Stop made by the defense. Bump. Not good enough. Rothy, read off the wall. Trying to follow this one through. Goes for the bump underneath, but is unable to find Clumsy. Bumping and grinding, and everyone being thrown around. Hyper goes for a swing, winds up missing it. Perithium is the one who shuts it down in the middle of the pitch. Fall through shot from Pandem. Does get it all the way to that backboard. Rothy already there to shut it, but Chisholm, this is their opportunity to strike. They need to get this attacking pressure. Everyone goes up for the ball, but no one really comes down of it. Actually, that clear really goes for the Lakers side. Rothy tries to find the shot, but it's going to be stopped by Pandem. Yet again, Cruz from underneath actually will be collecting this pass. This is a good setup from the Chisholm side. Defense needs to come up huge. Hyper gets one, gets two touches, but Cruz is there to put that ball in the upper left-hand corner. 2-2 game with a minute 53 to go. Hyper almost was able to make that miracle save right there. Unfortunately, unable to pull it off. As we do find ourselves in an interesting situation. Tie game, just under 2 minutes remaining. Chisholm needs this one. They need this one bad. Clumsy tries to play back for that corner, but Hyper will push forward. Ooh, up and down. Pandem unfortunately misses that ball. Under 2 minutes remaining. Rothy trying to push it back towards the net. Up goes Pythium, and in goes Pythium. 3-2 lead. It does not take long for the Lakers to retake that lead. As you can see right there, Perithium absolutely drills that one in the corner for a 3-2 lead with a minute 38 to go. They just need to hold on. Chisholm Green, they need that goal. They need that equalizer. Overtime would be so critical for them. Rothy pushing it towards the net, but oh, Hyper had a look, didn't like it. No time for a counterattack, though, because the Lakers Legends are keeping that attack on. Shot coming from Hyper, 4-2 lead in favor of the blue side, and that 2-goal cushion may be enough to ice this game. As we see Hyper right there, beautiful angle off of that crossbar and in. Can you believe that this Lakers Legends team was actually in sort of our Academy League during Season 2, and they took that league by storm, and it's easy to see why this team putting forth an absolute dominating performance once again. Big 2-goal cushion late in this one, 80 seconds to go. Hyper with that pinch. Panda from underneath. Doesn't find the touch or the drive he's looking for. Hyper goes up but does not come down with the ball. Cruz is there, keeping the ball in the air. Follow up through from Clumsy. Trying to get it to Pandem. Rothy will actually step forward to challenge. Still moving forward. Hyper, shot. Looks good, but it's off at the backboard instead. 1 minute to go. Defense double commits to the corner. Prithium has a chance to make it a 3-goal cushion, yet instead it is the other side. Pandem pushing it up that other way, looking to fall through on that touch. Defenders in the way means that the flick goes high. Prithium trying to catch it, but is unable to do so. Clumsy trying to play the corner, but there's 43 seconds remaining in this game. 42, 41, 40. Rothy tries to get the spike down low. Cruzy able to get there first. Trying to fall through in the air, looking for that touch, looking for that dribble. Cannot find that goal. It's A-okay for the time being. Shot coming from Clumsy. Ball bouncing around. Up goes Cruz, but he's unable to come down with it. Perithium jumps, but winds up maintaining possession. Just 23 seconds. That shot's going to wind up in the net, and it's going to be a deal breaker, I feel, for the Chisholm side. 5-2 lead now in favor of the Lakers Legends. And that is definitely game 2 going to the blue side. They will be finding themselves 1 game away from that clean sweep. Chisholm Green desperate to hold on, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this, as we see Pandem go up and knock him down. Ooh, nice back pass from Roth. Perithium trying to add to the scoreline, pushes it a little bit high. 10 seconds. This game well and truly will be done and dusted. Defense pushing it to the opposite end of the pitch as we hit our 0-second mark. Do we see a fun 0-second play? It does not look like it. Ball hits the ground. Lakers Legends take game number 2, now up 2-0 in the series as well. 5-2 victory, a 3-goal cushion. Perithium and Hyper's shots just too much for Chisholm to handle right now. And again, just a dominating attack coming from this Lakers Legends side. And while Chisholm's defense is doing their best to hold on, it unfortunately has not been enough. And as they move towards this game number 3, they need to find a way to break that defense. They need to find a way to get a more sustained attack, because if the Lakers Legends can play the entire game on the orange side of the pitch, they are going to win this series. Now, we are jumping very quickly into this game number 3. This could be a very quick 3-0 as we get ready to go straight into that action. 2-0 lead for the Lakers Legends. Chisholm Green trying to find that comeback. They get a good kickoff, but it's not going to turn into a goal straight away. Rothy tries to follow it through, but this looks very good for Clumsy, actually, as Perithium was trying to cheat forward. Unfortunately, the challenge does not go in favor of the Chisholm side, so they are forced back on defense. Perithium off of that wall, trying to make the aerial play happen, playing with his food, nearly turns it into an amazing shot, yet Clumsy is there for the save. Hyper with the fall-through attempt cannot find his way through, but you know who can? It's Rothy. 1-0 lead for the Lakers Legends, as for the 3rd game in a row, they find themselves through a quick opening goal in the first minute. You can see Rothy right there absolutely put that one in. 4:32 to go. Back into that action. Hyper goes for the kickoff, gets a decent touch, but it still actually winds up more in favor of this Chisholm side as they look to play through that quarter. Watch Pandem. He's the one who's going to be trying to make the read to the box, but unable to really get the touch he's looking for. Now he pushes forward to keep the ball in the corner. Hyper off that backboard, shutting it down. Cruz tries to get the pass to Clumsy, but pushes it a little bit too hard. Actually, it almost turns into a near breakaway situation for the Lakers Legends. Blue side now on offense. Off of that backboard, Perithium is there. Challenge not really taken by anyone. Cruzy doing it can. The net is open. Yet Rothy unable to rotate around and tied. Hyper pinch through that corner. Is leading towards that shot. No one there to take it just yet. As we see Pandem try to push forward. Rothy. Oh, bounces it back. Hyper. Nice touch. Rothy, follow-up touch as well. Gets bumped completely off of the play. As we do see play still in that corner. Ball being pinched and thrown around. Clumsy and Pandem goes up. Pushing it through. This looked good for Chisholm. Oh, it looked very good. Yet Hyper was there to make that save as the ball rolls towards that orange side of the field. Ball in the corner. Rothy and Perithium each double commit, as well as a member from Chisholm. I believe that was Cruzy actually going for it. Cruzy as well, getting that demo, looking to set the play up off of that backward. Another good opportunity for the Chisholm side. Shot taken by Pandem, but it's pushed as well as the follow-up. Both of them off of those crossbars. No equalizer yet for this orange side. Perithium trying to clear the ball, goes for the challenge, loses out, pinch off of that side wall, touched by Perithium, double commit, but no one able to make contact with it. Perithium now from underneath puts the ball up. Cruz goes up, but no one able to make contact with it just yet. Follow-up shot from Perithium. That should go in. The net was open, but he also accidentally pushes it too far to the right. What is with these players and pushing the ball to the right now? Finally, Rothy is able to find a very critical goal, and that is a 2-goal cushion for this Lakers Legends side. Absolutely phenomenal stuff right now coming from this blue team. They're looking for yet another clean sweep, and 2 goals up against Chisholm Green. They might be in position to do it. Time running out for Chisholm Green. They need to start getting some goals. They need to start getting some attacking pressure because it has all been Lakers Legends from the word go in this one. Perithium going up, going for a bit of a dribble, and it's actually all to set up Hyper. He will drive that one straight towards the net. Great save by Clumsy. And it's not as if the Chisholm Green defense isn't doing a very strong job. It's just unfortunately too much attacking pressure, too much offense coming from the Lakers Legends. Very Renegades-esque when the Renegades are playing to their full force. Rothy through that corner off of that backboard. Doesn't seem too much just yet. Ball across the middle of the pitch. Rothy makes that shot, but the save is made by Pandem. 2 minutes, 8 to go. Perithium clearing it down the field. Cruz has it touched, but is unable to get there in time. Clumsy now trying to make that read, pushing it up, but no one is there to catch it. As we see Rothy playing it forward, tries to get his next touch as well, unable to find it. Pandem needs to make a play through the corner, does not get there in time. 1:48 to go. Still looking like a tight situation. Hyper Neon throws it back to the middle of the pitch. Clumsy, though, only one to go up for it, but he swings and misses. Follow through is there for Pandem YouTube. Rothy, though, with that touch, trying to keep some attacking pressure down. Ball bouncing in the middle of the pitch, but here comes Hyper. Trying to maintain control, gets that pass to the middle of the box. Defense there to shut it down. Clumsy as well, playing that corner. Hyper with the touch towards the net. Save made for that time being. Rothy needs that follow through, puts it up high, but no one underneath to get it. 1:15 remaining, and 2 goals still needed for Chisholm. A goal, meanwhile, for the Lakers Legends would just straight up end this game. 1:08 to go. Ball in the corner. Shot, swing, miss from Pandem. Perithium goes for the bump, unable to touch it. Hyper tries to get that follow-through touch. 50-51 by the Hyper side. Again, pinch through that corner. Should be falling right in front of the net. Rothy's there to keep that attacking pressure on Chisholm. Just time working against them right now. They need to get some attack going, and it doesn't look like that is to be the case. Ball still now on that orange side of the pitch, and Chisholm just cannot get anything going, unfortunately. As we do see perhaps a little bit of attacking pressure, but Perithium's already there to shut it down. 30 seconds to go. 2-0 lead. Possibly, yes, make it 3 as Hyper absolutely drills that shot. That's going to be a 3-0 lead, and that is going to ice this series for the Lakers Legends side. No way Chisholm can come back from this one, unfortunately, unless we see the miracles of all miracles. I just feel like, unfortunately, odds are going to be against them in this instance as we do continue with the gameplay. 22 seconds. Chisholm, do or die. They need to get any semblance of attacking pressure down. Cruz already going up for the ball, but he's unable to come down with it. 13 seconds, 3 goals. It doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers Legends are once again going to be putting forth another dominant performance against one of the top teams of our last season. Lakers Legends, they're becoming the Legends of Giant Killing. I don't want to call them the Lakers Giant Killers right now. They take this series 3-0. My goodness, a great victory for them, and one they can hold their heads high looking at. Absolutely another fantastic show. Rothy and Perithium, this duo is looking so dynamic and so aggressive in this series. It's going to be very excited to see where they go from here. For Chisholm Green, again, I feel they did play admirably. That defense held its own. They did their job, but it was just too much attacking pressure. Shot after shot after shot. Chisholm Green unable to control their boosts, unable to control the ball, and unfortunately that's going to cost them this series. Again, just a look at what we went through today. 3-0 for the Makos over Somerset, and then 3-0 for the Lakes College over Chisholm Maroons. Now, we do have another game being played. It's going to be played kind of off stream, and we will have a recording of it for you available soon. That will be between Forest Lake and Chisholm Green once again, I believe. However, that is kind of going to end things for the Rocket League broadcast. I don't know if we're going to stream it or not without commentary. I kind of have to run away. I'm sorry. You can all blame me if you like. One last time, though, I do want to throw a quick thank you to the sponsors of this event. Of course, I am talking about ZQ Racing and the Computer Alliance, as well as a big thank you to everyone in XP as well. Thank you for everyone for watching, all the schools for participating, and until next week, I will see you then. Have a great afternoon, everybody.